This is my brand new podcast, The Good, the Bad, and the Beast.
You talk about discipline, and like, what do you think people misunderstand? Like, what does discipline actually mean to you? Because you're very disciplined. Obviously, you go to the gym. You're very actively knuckled down with your social media and your YouTube or anything. So, what's the biggest like
Yeah.
misunderstanding with that? With this being disciplined?
I think, like, a lot of people are always trying to find motivation when they really need to build the habits of discipline. Like, discipline, I feel like, is a very habitual thing, and also it comes from doing things, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to be disciplined on things that you have passion for or you know that are actually gonna benefit you. Like, I've been on the side of discipline for things that I don't wanna do.
Mm,
Like, when I was playing lacrosse, I was still the most not the most, but I was top freaking 5 disciplined dude when it came to training, nutrition, recovery, getting extra reps in, getting there early. Like, I did all those things to the max capacity for something that I did not wanna do, and it definitely is still easy. It's way easier to do it when you have a passion for whatever it is, like, whether it's lifting or social media. And I think a lot of people are always trying to find like things like motivation when they really just need to practice their discipline. And it comes from small stuff. Like, if you can practice doing things you don't like as if you like them,
mm,
even if they're small tasks, it's like your brain is a muscle when it comes to this, where if you hate doing the dishes or you hate doing a cold plunge, either one of those, your brain does not want to do them. And if you can be like, I'm gonna knuckle down. I'm gonna do these tasks. I'm gonna get them done. And I'm gonna do them right. I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm gonna do them proper and do them efficiently. You do them. It's like you just practice in your brain being disciplined and applying that into as many things in life as you can. And eventually having the bigger things, maybe it's getting into the gym is the hardest thing. Maybe it's taking the cold plunge is the hardest thing. It's just small increments of discipline, I think, can add up
mm.
to where now it's second nature. I am by nature, I am a disciplined person because when I was young, my dad basically forced me to be disciplined. And it's like one of those things that it's tough when you go through, but then you're like, thank you.
Yes.
And it's like not a I was fortunate enough to have someone push me in that way
Mm,
where not everyone gets that. So for the people out there that are listening that don't have that push from an external source, I fully hear you on how much harder it's going to be. But it's not impossible if you could start with small things and just get those wins of small discipline things, whether it's writing 5 ideas about YouTube, 10 minutes of cardio.
mm.
It's not like you didn't just commit to a 30-minute cardio session. 10 minutes. Give
Yes.
them just walk for 10 minutes. And those little accomplishments, I think, will train your brain over time. It's gonna take a long time for a lot of people,
Mm.
but it's like if you don't do them at all, it's like nothing's ever gonna change.
Yeah. All right. You've talked about your dad in person to me a little bit when I've been with you, and your old man seems to have been a massive integral part of who you are today, and even helps you a lot with your YouTube stuff, like booking
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in, finding venues, that kind of stuff. So, tell me a little bit
yeah,
about your dad because it's always nice to
yeah. My,
hear.
my dad, growing up, it was very. I always say it's very tough love. That's at least from what I remember. It's like I think it's safe to say that it was tough love. He was very loving to me in actionable ways, but also very tough on me at the same time when it came to being disciplined, doing things right. The thing that he lived by was like never half-ass anything. If I did the dishes and they were half-assed, he'd be like, "Why? Like, there's no point of doing them if you're not going to do them correctly." And that's the way he
Yeah.
lives. And growing up watching him, like he's a blue collar guy, electrician, always was he could be a plumber, he cuts wood to freaking heat the house, like, man always did everything himself. And I learned a lot from him just watching him, do those hard things, whether it was cutting wood every winter in the freezing cold by hand because
Mm.
we need to heat the house. It was fixing every broken pipe in the house, cutting down the trees to rebuild our backyard, building the deck. Like I'm not like that when it comes to like building things. Like I wish I had paid more attention, but he did all those things and worked a full-time blue collar job. So I feel like when I always looked at him, I always thought he is the hardest worker I've ever seen. And he is. He is definition relentless. That's where I get the word from. That's where like it all stems from. And I still get reminders of if I'll be like, Dad, I'm so tired. Like I've been traveling so much. And he's like, well, you're relentless, so you could do it. And I'm like, God damn it, you're right. I'll get it. I'll go get it done.
Yeah.
And it's like I think watching that was in a very, you know, character building thing for myself, just viewing it. He was a landlord to like 5 houses as well, rebuilt them all himself. Like he just like he worked himself into a grave basically. Now he's a little more on like the relaxed side, but because he put in all that work. But watching that definitely made me value hard work more than most other people, I think, where I definitely see a lot of self-worth in how hard I can work, which has its positives and has its negatives because, you know, I might only value myself with how hard I work sometimes, and that's not really a healthy thing, but at least I'm aware of it and I can recognize it. But growing up seeing all that, it taught me like so much, you know.
Yeah. I mean, geez.
It taught me to never give up
Yeah.
and never stop.
I think it's so important to have a manly father figure in everyone's life, whether you're a girl, boy, whatever. I think having a man father figure is so important. And as you say, those attributes of hard work pays off really do stem from your father. I've witnessed it myself
Oh,
with
yeah.
my own dad. You know, working tirelessly 50, 60 hours a week, doing nights just to pay the bills, just to put food on our
Yeah.
table. And you can do nothing but commend that. So, yeah,
Totally.
I really appreciate that, you know, saying some good, kind words about your dad and the tough love stuff as well. I had a lot of tough love, you know, a few black ears, let's just say that. But like you say, you look back now and you're actually very thankful for that tough love because it
Yeah.
makes you the person you are today. Relentless.
Literally, like I would not be the man I am if I didn't have my dad the way he was. And the same goes to my mom. Like my mom was the opposite. So my mom's like a very relaxed, like, you know, caregiver vibe. So it was this opposing sort of thing where I could go to my mom for the comfort, but then my dad would make sure that, you know, she's not being too soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like this balance. But what it did is my mom gave me my heart basically. And then my dad gave me like, or no, my mom gave me my soul. My dad gave me the heart.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was that like dynamic. It worked out really well. So I'm glad I got lucky with my parents.
No, you definitely did. Definitely did. So, I mean, the gym, I mean, you look fantastic, mate. I see stuff of you on Instagram. Like, you're really in shape
Thank
at the
you,
minute.
man.
Well, you got any goals with that? You want to do a bodybuilding show or anything? Or
I like think about that stuff sometimes, but I think, God, the last time I did it, that shit is just so hard, man. Like getting that lean, preparing for any really big physical event, it's like if you don't truly want to do it, it's miserable.
Yeah.
But so like for me, I enjoy being lean. I enjoy making, you know, my subtle natty progress. It's, you know, it's slow, but it's there. And getting myself in the gym. Like I said, it's kind of that discipline, kind of habitual thing that I just continuously do. Like Arnold says, you know, it's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna brush your teeth. Same exact thing for me. And you know, I think my goal right now is I'm on like like a subtle diet, get a little bit leaner for the spring coming up. I'm launching a new program. I want to be able to get like good content with
Yeah,
it and
nice.
looking, you know, a
What-
little extra
what
shredded.
does the
and
diet
stuff.
look like? What's your diet at the minute?
Every day I would say like on a perfect day, it's about 2,500 calories. It's pretty, you know, it's on the lower end
That's
right
very
now.
low.
Yeah.
That's a breakfast for me. I'm sorry. 2.5 hours of calories is breakfast.
I know. But I actually feel really good when I'm eating like a diet, kind of. Like I feel better almost. When I'm hungry, I'm like, oh shit, this sucks.
Yes.
But when it comes to
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time. Big love the beast. Take care.